Okay, welcome back to another crypto video. Now, my last two videos, I've been nothing but right. We've been predicting the markets pretty much with 100% accuracy. Another reason why you should subscribe and turn notifications on so you do not miss another video. If we come over to the screen, what you're going to see is what I pretty much mapped out in the video where I spoke about global M2, money supply, and global liquidity. If we come over to the chart, you will see that we did have some downwards movement due to Elon and Trump beefing on Twitter, but pretty much the markets do not care about that. And we are still seeing an upward trend regardless of all of that. As I said, I do see Bitcoin going to 130 by September time, maybe even July or August. We will just have to see how the market plays out. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I think will happen. I've got a few trades open for some memes. Again, I spoke about memes last video, and if you took action, you would have opened up some positions just like me. I opened up some leverage positions. I opened up some Book of Meme, which is currently $2,500 in profit right now, 247% up. I didn't really ape too much in terms of a leverage position, but you can see that the returns are good. I've got some Moondeng, which I applied some leverage to, which is up around 170% right now. Again, I didn't really ape too much, and this is what you guys should do. A lot of people will have $1,000 and invest the whole $1,000 into crypto. You need to split up your capital and invest it accordingly. Maybe $100 into a meme coin if you only have 1,000, maybe 200, and then keep the rest for leverage and spot positions. We also have some Pepe here, which I am a very strong believer in. So I've aped slightly more into that. And that one is around 400% up right now, giving me a profit of 23,000 USD. And my WIF also is around 488% up on my initial investment. I didn't really invest much into any of these meme coins, and I've still got a better return than a lot of people simply using the systems that I've spoke about in my last two videos. Money supply is going up and money is flowing into the markets. So of course, everything is going to go up. You still have a very good chance of making money if you enter now and manage your risk and don't put too much money into risky positions. In my opinion, these are very, very risky positions, especially with leverage applied to them. So I didn't really want to allocate too much capital to it. Popcat is up 390%, giving me 3.2k USD in profit also. And I've got my BTC trade, which is 150% up, giving me a nice 300k in profit, along with my Ethereum trade, which is 89 Ethereum in profit also. So if we come back to the charts and we look at the global M2 and seeing where it's going to go, you can see that this is a weekly chart and we still have to see what's going to happen in the next week and where that's going to go. We can possibly expect some downwards movement now that we've seen a lot of gains. But in the long term, we're still going to see a nice upwards trajectory. When we look at Ethereum with Heikin-Ashi and global M2, you are possibly going to see more of a delay as money starts to come into the markets. But I expect Ethereum to rally a little bit, maybe not to $7,000 per Ethereum, but we don't know what the market holds and what could happen. So that's why I've got my Ethereum trade open. And again, long term, I'm just going to leave it and see what happens. In terms of the total crypto cap, everything is playing along nicely and everything is where it should be. Again, if I just map out this area right here, we will possibly see a small dip, maybe to 107, maybe to 105, so it can eat up some of the gains and profits. We may see a dip to 107 or 105 before we see more movement towards the upside. But we will just have to wait and see how that plays out. If we look at the liquidation heat map, you will see, if I can zoom in right here. If we look at the liquidation heat map, there's a lot of liquidations above and below current price. Now, as I said, I do expect it to possibly go down to 107, eat up those liquidations before heading up to the upside of 111, and to kind of repeat that before we head towards the $130,000 region, in my personal opinion. And again, once we come over to Chain Exposed, another very important part of my system that I use to kind of see when we're going to be expecting a slight dip in price. All this does is show you when a percent of the supply is in profit and when a percent of the supply is in loss also. So if you look at the chart very carefully, you will see that when the price goes to around 109, 111,000, it means that 100% of the supply will be in profit, meaning that you are, of course, going to see a slight dip in price. What this tells me is the next time we do perhaps see 111 again, we can expect a small dip in price. Now, that's going to be it for today. Stay tuned for the next video where I'm going to be giving you updates regarding the crypto market once again. And let me know your thoughts on this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next one.